Good morning. My name is Jacob Bolger. I'm an artist sculptor, and today we are going to make a baby elephant. We're working in polymer clay. I'm using Sculpey 3, which is my brand of choice. Of course, you can use anything you like. And we're using the color black because I like how my finishes look on that color. We're starting off with two cone shapes, one for the body that's a little bit bigger and a little bit smaller one for the head. We always score and two pieces to be joined to help for a better bond. And then when we put the pieces together, we twist and apply pressure. Once the pieces are joined, we blend them together with our finger or a tool to give a nice smooth transition, like I'm doing here. So now what we have is the trunk of the body and the head. Now I'm starting to work on the back legs, and it's always best that when you make two of something that's the same size, to make them first before you put them on, just so that you can make sure that they are the same size. We're doing a sculpting technique called simple shapes, and it's where we form simple shapes of clay and then put them together to create figures and things like that. It makes learning very easy because you're and very obtainable, and the reason why is because you can actually see it coming together, and you can see it coming together very quickly. We already have a figure here pretty much of the beginning of an elephant, and you can actually see it coming to pass. It's very fast. People just starting out in sculpture tend to be a little impatient, so that's one of the reasons why it's so beneficial. Now what I'm doing is rolling two shapes, and these shapes will go along the bottom edge of the feet to make them wider at that point. Once we put them on, we blend them in. Now one thing I want to tell you is whenever you're starting out making anything new, you've never done this before, it might be a little bit difficult for you at first. Just be patient with yourself, practice as much as you can, and you'll get used to doing it. Here I'm putting the toenails on the elephant. Things like feet and other features like that can be a little bit difficult at first. The best thing to do is just to take your time, maybe start and stop, work on them a little bit, work on something else, take lots of breaks, walk away if you have to, but most of all be patient and give yourself a chance. Just taking my time, going around, adding the toenails, and I do actually start and stop the work on the toenails quite a few times throughout the sculpting of this piece. Now I'm getting the trunk ready, and I'm going to show you how to attach it with wire, just in case you want to do something with the trunk other than what I'm going to do in this video. You might want it hanging free or something like that. It's best to attach it with wire if you want to do that, so I'm demonstrating that even though the trunk will be pulled up in connection with the body in this particular sculpture. I'm using 18 gauge galvanized steel wire, which is a very hardy, strong wire. After I score the two pieces to be joined, I insert the wire into the trunk, and then into the head of the elephant. And I blend the two pieces together with my fingers. So if you wanted your trunk to hang free, that would be a good way to do it. Here I'm putting on the ears. The ears are triangular shaped. Always scoring again to put the two pieces together. It's a really good bond. And then blending the pieces together with my finger or tool. This shows a really good view or angle of that, how that blending is done. Now I'm shaping the eyes and where the eyes are going to go, making indentations in the head. Now, since the eyes are not all on one side of or on the front only, they're on both sides, I have to pay attention to their height and where they're located. Here I'm putting in eye sockets to hold the eyeballs and checking distances and height to make sure that that will look right. Next I'll put in eyeballs, 2 balls of clay inserted into the sockets and pressed in gently. Next I'll take the back of an old paintbrush handle and insert the holes for the pupils of the eyes so that they look like they have life and color. And then finally I'll take a noodle of clay and put it above the eyes as to be the eyelids. The best thing to do is take your time on this. It just takes time, practice, and the more you practice, the better you'll get at doing it. Now there's going to be a tool and supply list on the video description, which is below the video. There will also be baking instructions for clay, and there will also be a couple smoothing video links for smoothing polymer clay. Here I'm taking a sharp knife and I'm putting a notch under the right ear. And this way I'll be able to lower the head, actually tilt it a little bit. I often do that with my pieces to give them life and whimsy, and also in this case to make the elephant look a little cuter. If his head is tilted, it will be it will look cuter for sure. And on the foot here, I'm cutting that loose, allowing me to move it. And I'm going to move it so it's kind of overlapping the other foot. Kind of another way of making the sculpture look more interesting and cute. And here I'm adding the holes to the end of the nose holes, nostrils to the trunk. I'm going to be using Pearlite's pigments to do the finish. This is going to be bronze. Antique bronze will be the color. And I'm going to apply it for the most part with a finger, touch it up with a brush later to get the areas that I couldn't get with my finger. Simply dip my finger into the powder and swirl it with my thumb just to kind of make it a little bit finer, and then I apply it to the sculpture. I really like the bronze. It's a beautiful, beautiful finish. I'm looking for kind of a subdued look, kind of antique-y. I'm not looking to cover all the black, but leave some exposed. And then here I get two areas that I couldn't get with my finger, like around the eyes and that sort of thing. If you like this kind of content, please subscribe to my channel. I actually have hundreds of videos and all kinds of sculpting, all kinds of things that you can learn how to make. And please give me a thumbs up on my video. Leave a comment and any questions you might have in the comment section. You also can send questions, comments, conversation, photos of your work to my email address, which is on the about page of my channel here on YouTube. I also do custom work and make things for people if you like something like that. And please visit my art shop. The address will appear in a minute. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.